Hello, this is quite possibly one of the most interesting videos I've ever shot, trying to distill a very large amount of information into a short message. And today I wanted to talk about what to expect from 2026, particularly in the next few weeks. Now, I am often making decisions behind the screen with what you see based on my intuition. And late last year, I was instructed or guided to create my astrology community for women to understand the collective energies that are going to be moving through this year. And the reason that I like to share specifically what I'm picking up on in the astrology that I'm able to read is because there's no year that's ever repeating the energy of the year before. This is a pivotal time in history, and we might be able to feel that, but I want to give you a little context so that it makes more sense. So as we know, there is a shift. Many people have been hearing that we're moving into the year of a fire horse. Okay, in astrology, that means that the energy of the fire is being kind of catapulted through the beginning stages of Aries. Specifically on the 26th of January, we're moving into Neptune in Aries. Now, you don't need to necessarily know what this means, but it is bringing into focus. Aries is an energy that wants to create moving forward. It wants to act. It's a revolutionary kind of energy. It's a warrior energy. And Neptune is very much distilling the difference between your dreams and illusions. Okay, so what we're going to see on a global scale, now there are a lot of other things that I could say about this time period coming up shortly, but we are going to see this power struggle between higher powers, governments, which we're already seeing on a practical way, in a practical day-to-day sense, specifically through Iran, specifically through what's happening with the States right now. But I want to be very clear about something and invite you into a container, my container for women, to understand what's coming, because this year's theme will pivot around holding your personal power. Now, we visited this in 2020. This year is going to not only remind us of that energy, but it's going to put a very clear highlight on where you put your focus. And for me, having done this work for quite a long time, embodiment and personal power are not terms I throw around anymore. It's very much the basis for what creates your reality. And my vision and my purpose to offer this community, to share videos like this one, is to help you know that when you are going through periods of intensity in your personal life, you are not alone. We are under a very different influence these days with the way that the weather's changing. It doesn't take very much effort to look outside and see what's shifting in our world. And a lot of these themes are represented in the astrology. Aquarian energy governs the collectives. The collective energy of how we can operate moving forward into the future that we're all aware is constantly changing. But I like to bring it back to your personal role in terms of what you are in control of, how you can support yourself moving through these very kind of untethered times, and break down ways specifically so that you feel empowered and informed before you feel overwhelmed and helpless, which is, to be honest, strategically done at this stage of the world. I would love to invite you into my Rapture community. I will be sharing publicly some of these little snippets of videos. Please do message me if you would like any support, if any big changes are going on in your life. Have faith that this process that we're all going to experience this year is going to radically change the future that we are all moving into. But sometimes, like we know, on a very practical sense, things need to break down in order to be rebuilt in the proper way, the structure that is actually the healthiest for the long run. Take care.